idea of the global registry on fossil fuels, they came about because we identified a lack of transparency in this space. And you can look at previous regimes, these include the climate regime, but also nuclear and others. And it's quite clear that transparency is quite an important foundation and a precursor to international cooperation. And not only that, we actually don't know as much as what we think we do about what's in the ground, about what fossil fuel reserves there are and what's being produced. And there's no database yet that's publicly accessible that provides a comprehensive set of information on that and that governments have verified. So the idea of the registry is to build this transparency mechanism, and it's about, at its core, it's about government transparency and accountability. By asking governments to report on the fossil fuel reserves that they have and on what they're producing, it starts to create a norm that governments are responsible for fossil fuels, and it also lifts that into the international arena. So as a kind of stepping stone towards broader international agreement. But it also puts information that isn't in the public sphere yet into the public sphere, so that we can start to understand, are we on track to reach the Paris temperature agreement, temperature goal or not? Where is the production happening? Are we reducing in line with what we should be? And it also, it can help national governments as well by incentivizing them to compel corporations to report, because often governments themselves don't have all of the information, and so they can't necessarily make the plans that they need for a just transition for communities and workers that are currently dependent on fossil fuels. So the registry has immense value in and of itself as an information tool, but it's also one step on that pathway towards regulating fossil fuels and coming to agreement at the international level on phasing out fossil fuel supply.